precious life, but everything's too late. I cannot see anything anymore.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Cherry. You can call me Chi, and I'm so glad we're all here. I'm gonna share a poem that I wrote many months ago, but I really like it. I got the inspiration from my roommate because the other day we were talking about what's Eastern beauty and what Western beauty, and she said I think every Chinese girl should like Mulan in the Disney World movie. I said I'm sorry I let you down. But we're not looking even close to each other. So we're talking about something about Mulan, and then we watch the movie together again. So I got this inspiration that a lot of Chinese women, they marry a person that they disliked many years ago because they want to honor their family. So this poem is about that. Those, not very happy marriage, but they, keep that relationship forever. The title of the poem is called Do Not. Do not dishonor your family. Dignity, serenity, and morality, it's all cosmetic. To be a woman, a daughter, and a bride, extraordinary. Do what they tell you, accept the hasty match, and marry an acquainted soldier. Be ascetic. Do not dishonor your family. Then pretend to attach, pretend to love. You will always hear the compliments. Still such a skeptic. Be a woman and daughter and bride, extraordinary. Light a candle, remove the gloss, and face the mirror wearily. Who is the girl you see? Dull eyes, scolding checks, frantic, to honor your family. Living a life in a plain way sounds easy. Readily and happily you accept. No, it's stigmatic. Be a woman, a daughter, and a bride, extraordinary. A successful marriage is never built temporarily. Hide your reflection and conceal all that's dramatic. Never dishonor your family. Be a woman, a daughter, and a bride. Nothing extra, always ordinary. Thank you. Elizabeth's father.
I've had the pleasure of learning so much from you guys and your culture and how you brought that into your poetry, and that's been fantastic. The poem that I've chosen to share is my attempt at using an ordinary object in nature to harness a crippling emotion that I've felt and experienced. My subject, the dandelion, seemed to be appropriate because as a teacher and a mother, that's the most common flower I've ever received. So my poem is called Timid. I have known the excruciating shyness of a dandelion bud, tight and closed, impenetrable to the outsider, insecure, in flower fields blooming, violet, fuchsia, and orange, its ordinariness dismissive as a green blade of grass. Feet crushed above, disregarded by pruning hands, never as bold and brazen as the sunflower standing tall, mocking the miniature look-alike from up high. And I have seen the goldenrod weed, waving in the wind, plucked by a young child, proudly gifted to weathered hands, modestly adorning the ear, projecting radiance. I'd like to introduce my friend Vivian Leon.
Hi everyone, it's me again. Today I'm gonna read one of my poems. It's a Shakespeare sonnet, but I'm just follow the format. All my friends know that I just get my driver lessons, but the journey, how I get it, it's not something that I'm gonna miss. So this poem is about some of the experiences. Annoying the driver is not right. My driving gives him a terrible chest pain. How he wishes to take back his shift, then he will be safe. I drive on the highway, but he believes I will rush off a cliff. I am about to change lights. Look back, he yells. Seems there is an electric leak in his seat. Yes, sir, I understand. I sighed, but all he hears is yak yak. He clinches the seatbelt like grabbing a live buoy, which please his arrow shit. I'm so worried that he might black out right now. All falling leaves raise his anger to my skills. A tiny squirrel could frighten him to death. He's pretty sure anything could be a danger, especially when I'm driving. Be faithful, be nice, be a supportive boyfriend. Don't make me say it twice. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hanping. I'm from Beijing. It's a city like New York, and it has skyscrapers and a lot of cars. And I'm gonna share you a poem about my during the summer vacation. I went to California, the Yosemite National Park. There it's very beautiful. It's nothing like the city, so I'm very impressed. I hope my poem expressed the beauty of the park. Soft and moist is the soil, green grass and yellow flowers, perched butterflies above colors. From the verdant trees, the rustling green leaves hid a singing sparrow and a dancing magpie. From the verdant trees, the rustling green leaves hid the singing sparrow and the dancing magpie. The rippling river flows endlessly, carrying the sparkling pebbles away. A cascade over the hill, the sunlight of a sunny day. Read a celestial rainbow up front, and look up an everlasting bright blue sky. That's all, thank you. Introduce jumping.
I was cheated by you guys. Because you said everybody should wear fancy dress. And at first, this class drives me crazy because I've never written any poem, even in Chinese. But now I think being able to write a poem each week is the proudest thing I have did in this semester. It's like little memories I collected to record my feelings and thoughts, but like photos, but in a very different way. And here is my favorite poem. There is a turn in the turn. After receiving this assignment, I think about candles. The drops, candles which are symbols of happiness, but their drops are like tears. So here is my poem. Invisible tears. I have known the ineffable felicity of candles, standing in holders, glamour of flame and flare, all the expression of ebullience and enlightenment, dancing in living rooms, restaurants, hallways, the inevitable choice of life and death, staple of vows, promises, pledges, eternal echoes of joyful laughter and talks. And I have seen tears dropping from handle holder's corner, brighter than white, sizzling, more glorious than pearls, smooth, virtually swift through the hopeless cliff.
shedding chunks of cloth on tables and carpets, witnessing the reddish eyes and the crossed stiff hands. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Johan, and I'm very happy, and it's a great honor to be here, this great place, with great people, and maybe under this fancy light. So today, the point that I'm gonna recite is called Day, and I wanna talk about two things before I'm reading this one. So basically, I wrote this one after reading a news article in CNN about children soldiers in Africa. So after observing their situation a little bit, I started to wonder what could be like emotions and feelings of the mom who has to watch their children becoming soldiers. So also in the beginning of the poem, I'm gonna mention one Korean word, which is 밤. 밤. It means chestnut. But interestingly, it echoes with the English word bomb, B-O-M-P. So I'm trying to make a rhyme with those two words. And last but not least, special thanks to Misha, who always provide us great feedback and great everything, okay? So this poem starts with an excerpt from the news article. They are forcing children in conflicts around the world to become killing machines. Some children are kidnapped from their schools or their beds. CNN Worldwide News on February 12, 2013. I'm here to lullaby my babies, put them into soft bed, place their heads into white pillow, pervading scant of herbs and trees, but life isn't always a bed of rosemary and bright reddish palm. They're here to force goodbye, to wake up the children, lead them down into cold ground, teach them to aim heads through blank muzzle, smell of blood and wound pervaded. Life is always dead from flames and dark reddish bombs. I'm here to place pencils in their fingernails, teach them to write, nurse from a candid necklace. Yes, life should be a full of trust reflected on their naked eyes. But they are here to place their fingers into a trigger nails, force them to shoot, choke to the blood necklace. Shit, life is here a full of dust only through a gun sight. Please give them a hope, not a gun. They are taller than they are. Please give them a hand, not a grenade. They are bigger than their hands.
You make me so happy. So right now, we get to celebrate ourselves by having a drink, tipping our bartender, saying thank you to Hendershots for having us here, right? And there's a round two. We still have time. We have the stage till 6, so let's take like a quick 5-minute break. If you brought a poem, let me know, and what we'll do is the second round will be a pop-up round. And so we'll just, if you brought a second poem to read, we will just someone will start, and then if there's a break, we will count 1, 2, 3, and if we get to 3, then we're done. So that means you have to kind of quickly get to the mic if you want to read a second poem. Does that make sense? Okay? So it's like, it's exciting and fast-paced, and that way we get a second round in. Okay, so prepare if you have a second poem, and get a drink and tip your bartender and have a great time here. Okay? Woo!
I think so, yeah, why not? Just ask him.